Good morning, I'm Muriel Bowser. We're in the beautiful Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library. I'm joined by members of my administration. We are celebrating Digital Empowerment Day, and today we distributed, as part of our Dream and Aspire programs, Chromebooks to DC businesses, which is part of a larger program. So with that, we will take a few questions.
Hi, Mayor. First on topic, if you can talk about what kind of an impact these Chromebooks are going to make.
Well, let me turn to Lamont and Rosemary, who have been working directly on identifying our business owners so they can share that with you.
So for returning citizens, this is what we call a game changer. We're talking about individuals who come home from incarceration. Some had never even had an email address. And to be able to, one, enroll in the We Aspire program, taking digital classes from DC Public Library, and now being able to have a Chromebook that is going to help them to launch their businesses and help them to thrive, to connect to customers that are around the world. So this is game changing for small businesses, and especially those who are returning citizens as well.
Okay. Other questions?
And a off-topic follow-up, Mayor. Rebecca with 7 News. If you can give your response to the AG decision that the CFO doesn't have the authority to require the reserve fund in the budget be fully filled. And with that in mind, are you considering urging the council to reinstate funding to programs like the Pay Equity Fund?
Well, we always believed that there was no legal basis for the CFO's insistence on this local reserve being filled. We're grateful to the Attorney General for working diligently and turning around an opinion. And the council will proceed with a budget based on its, best policy thinking. And they will submit that budget to me for my consideration. Yes.
Thanks. Hey, Mayor, good morning. So part of the conversation today was about equity across the city, certainly bridging the digital divide. It seems like some business corridors looking at the downtown focus in the budget and slight reduction to Main Street's grants and programs are struggling to see how the focus on downtown will immediately benefit them. So what are you telling those business corridors, business owners, as you talk about the downtown focus in the budget?
My message hasn't changed, and that is that a thriving downtown is essential to every part of the district. And part of what we call the renaissance of modern Washington, D.C. Has been pinned on a very robust and valuable downtown that has allowed us to invest in human services, in schools, and in small and local business development. So we're very proud that we will continue to be able to do all of those things, but at the same time, demonstrate not only to our current businesses, but to the investors that are looking to where to invest next, that DC is ready for that investment because of the type of programs that we're putting in place. So I'll highlight a couple of downtown investments that include how we spur what is vacant or utilized property into housing. Part of our comeback plan is focused on attracting at least, it says 15,000, but I actually think there's going to be a lot more, at least 15,000 residents to the downtown. So that includes an incentive to work with property owners to do with exactly that. Similarly, we propose a new program that would provide an assistance in the sense of making the property taxes more predictable to convert underutilized properties to more productive use in the downtown. And you asked about main streets.
There's a reduction from the.
I don't know that
FY24
we
funding level.
reduced it. You may be referring to some one-time allotments that the council makes. And they do that every year, and that typically is our approach, that we maintain funding, and the council from time to time will change that funding. And so that's how it works. But I would be careful to suggest that the type of investments that we're making on corridors around the city and the transformative and catalytic investments that we'll make in some of the downtown programs should be considered in the same way.
Thank you. Mayor, thank you for taking off-topic questions. I'm Lily with Fox 5. As you know, the Brookland Metro shooting from a few weeks ago, it's been in the news a lot. Just curious if you have had a chance to speak with the victim's family at all since April 4th?
I don't talk about my discussions with families.
I'm not asking you to divulge in any conversations, but do you plan to meet them at all?
No.
Can I ask why?
I've answered your question. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, everybody.